Yo, what's up, everybody?
Hey y'all, welcome back to Big Little Things podcast. My name is Tiara and this is my husband Kasim, and together we
We
are
are
the
the Collins.
Collins. Y'all get a kiss today. How are you?
Right, I'm good. How are you?
So, I'm I'm busting out laughing y'all because if I'm huffing and puffing like I just ran up 15 flights of steps, I'm sorry. I'm making it through a sinus infection, but we wanted to make sure to get a podcast up for you guys.
Yeah, hope you feel better.
Thank you, honey. So, you should be nervous
Why would I be nervous?
because you're in the hot seat today.
Oh Lord, pray for me.
And if you guys like this, maybe we'll do one where he interviews me where you would have to come up with questions. How does that sound?
A lot of work. It would sound like to me. A lot of work.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start our interview. Don't look at the questions.
I'm not
He's
looking
not
at the
supposed.
questions.
He's
Oh,
all up in my iPad. Mind your business. Why don't you tell the people where you're from and a little bit about yourself?
well, I was originally born in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. I was raised in Mobile, Alabama. I moved up here to Virginia when I was 16. So I'm in, a little bit all over. I'm still a country boy at heart. Like to fish, you know, my video games. So all y'all that out here that talk about because older men, that play video games, y'all going somewhere with that bull crap. I love video games. I love to fish. I got, I love money, so I'm always working, always, all the time.
He just got back from an 8-day vacation. We didn't go anywhere this year. We decided to just chill, which coincidentally, right after that, I get a sinus infection. I guess I had a little bit too much fun. I don't
Mm,
know.
I know I did. I had a great time.
At
Great time.
least you enjoyed yourself. It wasn't, we wanted to go out of town, but it's expensive in the summer. I love that you're a summer baby, but it is very expensive to travel in
Uh,
the summertime.
that it is. Very expensive.
So
Very, very expensive.
we just chilled here. We did some shopping. We did some eating. We went out to the movies.
We went to the beach.
Yeah,
We
we
did some
went
fishing.
fishing. And I caught my first trout.
Yeah, she caught a nice big old trout out there.
Yeah, but I'm not touching that fish. So I will. You're from the country. I'm a city girl. I will never touch the fish.
Yeah, she's
Never.
what we call one of them halftime fishermen. She'll she'll throw the rock. She'll learn how to cast and maybe learn how to tie a knot, but she's not touching the bait or the fish.
You ain't supposed to
You
be
know how
telling
this
all my
you know how
business. So, can you tell me how do you feel about being a year older? Does it feel any different from last year?
no, it feels the same. There's no difference.
What
Uh,
is some advice that you can offer to another person who hasn't found their path?
just keep on your grind. Like everything is not going to be handed to you. Some things take longer to achieve. You know, I didn't know what I was going to do at one point in time in my life either. I was just had happened um, to find out I was good at doing something that was able to make me money. It was able to eventually turn into a career. So I mean, it's just one of those type things. You just have to stay on your grind, and I know sometimes that's hard, but if you want to
Yeah.
achieve a goal, you got to stay consistent until you get there.
Do you truly think that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach?
Part of the way to the man's heart. That's not the
Mm,
whole way to the man's heart because there's more than just you cooking a good meal that makes a
mhm.
good woman. So there's a lot more to it, and also depends on the man. Depends on what the man wants and what season he's in. So every man has their different season. Every man goes through their different season, just like every woman does. It depends on what you want. Things change and things get older as you get time grows. You grow older. So you learn different things and you change and evolve as time goes on. So
Yeah.
that's the only way I can answer that question.
What's your favorite meal that I make for you usually?
I mean, it's a lot. So tell you right now, she cooked.
Okay, top three.
She asking some crazy questions because she only told me 31, but she cooked like she's 71. She cooked like your big mama that's in the kitchen. Now she's very talented. She be trying to play like she's not, but she's very talented. So that's a really good
He's
question to ask
egging it
her.
on. There's a lot of stuff that I can't cook. My mom is a really, really phenomenal. I would say that she's chef level. My mom can cook her booty butt off.
And she's right behind it. And
There's a
she's
lot
right
of stuff.
behind it.
Like I want to start exploring different cuisines, like Hispanic food, maybe some type of like island food.
I'll give you a prime example, y'all. She never made chocolate chip cookies before. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. This is one of my
That's
favorite foods.
baking.
Okay, you know when you have talent and you don't. You can turn around and take literally a recipe, add what ingredients that you think is gonna make it taste better, and it actually tastes 10 times better than any type of frozen Toll House cookie. Those cookies were like one of the awesome. I say that's one of the favorite things, top things that you make.
But food, not sweets.
Okay, we'll see. You know, I love her Phillies. I love her.
I'm making them tonight.
I love her fried chicken because she got this fried chicken recipe she just made a couple days.
Mm.
Yeah, good lord, like her fried chicken be on point.
If y'all like hot sauce and different things on your chicken, drizzle a little bit of Mike's hot honey and some Texas Pete or whatever your favorite hot sauce is. Chef's kiss. So good.
Yeah, I love your fried chicken. It's really good. And the mac and cheese, the homemade mac and cheese.
You have to shred your own cheese. Ready for Thanksgiving, clearly.
Whenever I want to wake up, because I'm in management, so unfortunately, my schedule's always up and down. But I would love to wake up whenever I want to wake up. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I don't have to hear nobody call my name. I don't have to hear Kasim, I need this. Kasim, I need that. Kasim, can you come do this? Kasim, can you do that? I don't have to hear my name called. Like that's just that would be just the best. I don't have to hear my name called for nothing. I could get up. I could probably be on the water somewhere, fishing. Just relaxing. Make sure it's not super hot outside. Nice day. Catching fish left and right. Maybe something. Maybe catch a nice what we call a trophy fish. Catch something that's big enough where I can actually take pictures and brag about it. That would be like a perfect day for me.
Sounds like a chill day. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Super speed. That's what I want. 'Cause that means I can
Mm-hmm.
fly through the day. That means I can get all my tasks done, do everything I want to do, make my money, come home, go to sleep, and then look like I've been gone less than 5 minutes.
I think I would want to be able to fly. Thoughts are very sinister, so I wouldn't want that.
I know another one. If I couldn't have super speed, I want telekinesis. I want to be able to
Really?
move. Yes, could you be like, when that customer come up, be talking that crap,
You
and I
just
can just out the door. Bye, Karen. Like you driving down the road, somebody tailgating you, you just turn around and just stop the vehicle.
what's something that I always do that makes you feel loved?
I can tell you one. There's multiple things you do that always make me feel loved.
Oh.
One is that see, this is how you know you have a good woman. She, I had to brag about her just a little bit. This is how you know you got a good woman. Not only does your woman cook the food, okay, she brings you your plate. That is an old thing that my mom and probably your grandmother and those things used to do. That's not something that's done in this day and time. Because to be honest with y'all, a lot of y'all ladies can't cook. So I'm gonna be straight up with you. It's a straight up with you. To be honest with you, so it depends on what age you are and how you grew up and what it is. A lot of y'all can't do that. Not only does she cook the food, she brings the plate. What I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of people know this is like an old timey situation, but that is a sign of respect in a lot of ways.
Really?
Yes, it's a
I
sign of
just like to
it's a
do it,
it's a
but
sign of respect because if you ever noticed how if you were brought up, and we're talking to the '80s babies, and 80s and early '90s babies, all the rest of y'all got to take a back seat because y'all probably never witnessed this. Okay, usually when you sat down at the table, if you had brothers and sisters or it was a family table, Everybody sat down. Who got their plate first? the
Husband.
the husband, the father, or the oldest person at the table got their plate first. So if that
Mm-hmm.
means if your granddad was sitting at the table, granddad got his plate first, then the father. My wife's very attentive with what I need. Every time she goes to order, I don't even have to really say what I want. She already knows what I want. She's gonna order it. I come home, hey honey, I got you this. Hey honey, I know see you ran low on that. Hey honey, I'm gonna make sure you got this secretary. It's already there, like every time. And then even before after she's already placed the order, which is amazing because I'd be like, she's like, hey honey, what do you need from the store? And I go to say what I need. She like, oh, I already added that to the cart. All right, no, you needed that. Is there anything else you need?
Wow.
Every time. So that is, upon 100,000 things, and there's other things we can't talk about on camera. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so things we can't speak about on camera, but you know, um, you
Adult
know,
playtime.
yes.
Just set a little something up. It doesn't have to always be the most romantic thing ever, but she's had a long day. Go run her a bath. The house is a mess. Go help out with a task. It will make things for the man. You're gonna get a score, my guy.
We have a business that we run, and she helps support it. She works in the business. She does another thing, and that's really hard to find. In people, you can have a thought process or a dream that you want to do, and you don't have no support. So without her, we wouldn't be where we're at. For certain little things. So
Wow. Thank you. I'm not really good with compliments, you guys. After like two or three, I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. That was really sweet of you. Glad to know that you are happy in our marriage. I do love you dearly, and I do love having you around. I deeply appreciate you, things that you do, and the love and the laughs and everything in between, the good, the bad. When you are moody, when you're bothering me in the kitchen, I appreciate you for everything that you do for me and everything that you continue to do for me in the future. What movie can you watch over and over and not get tired of?
there's a lot of movies. New Jack City, Scarface,
Ooh,
Goodfellas,
I've never seen that one.
all the Marvel movies. Well, all the well, not all the Marvel movies. Majority of the Marvel movies, I should say. Jaws. There's so many movies. Movie collection over here. There's so many movies I can just watch
There's
over and over and over and over again.
behind this camera
All the Bad
are
Boys.
at this point that has to be like hundreds of DVDs. What's one thing that you wish you were better at?
I wish I was better at being a little more patient and understanding in certain areas. Well,
Wow.
I'm not, patient and understanding in certain areas, which I'm trying to be. I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, that's a long road. I wish I was better in those kind of ways. You know, um, I wish I was better at some decisions I've made. In my life, knowing that certain outcomes could have went this way or that way.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was better at making better decisions in certain ways. To better my life and others. It's those kind of situations. Things I wish I was better at. Forgiveness, which is
Mm.
a very big one for
just
me.
just realize that you are human. You are doing life just like everybody else. So as I'm learning as I get older, you just have to give your own self grace. You really have to
Hmm.
give yourself grace. You can only do so much every single day, and forgiveness is for you. It's really not for the other person. It's so that you can move forward in your life and have peace. That's it.
Hmm.
Really, those are the levels that I'm trying to reach in this life, is internal peace, because that exudes happiness. You
Hmm.
really reach your fullest potential when you have inner peace. What's something you'd like for us to try together, and what's the best thing about being married? I should
A
have probably broke
cruise.
those up into two.
A
Cruise, yeah.
cruise. Shit.
We have
I
to
would
get like a
love.
bunch of people together and do it. That would be so fun.
Let's
We got to
see.
get passports, y'all. And with everything going on, we're not talking political things. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. What's the best thing about being married?
That's companionship. someone is going to go through it with you, no matter how good or how bad it is. It's supposed to be a companionship. It is supposed to be something that, whether it's good or bad, that person is going to go through you, because you, during being
Mm-hmm.
married, you're going to have your good, you have your ups, and you're going to have your downs, you know. It's some
Yeah.
kind of situations, you know, and I love the, you know, I love the thought process and what marriage actually means. Marriage is supposed to be something that you commit to do, you know, for God, to
Mm-hmm.
be with this person until the time is. You know, it's not all this, you know, what man makes it is. It's all a legal binding contract. Or no, it's actually a contract you have, you know, with
Mm-hmm.
God, that you say your vows and then what you're going to do. So, you know, I do feel like, you know, marriage. That's one thing I do like about marriage is, you know, the what it is and what it stands for.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think one of the things that we could be better at, and we've talked about this before, I think we need to start like praying together more. What weakness do I help complement? In other words, what weakness do you have that I make you confront?
what weakness do I have that you make me confront?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to make me see things in another way that I would not have seen it in that way. You would tap into more of the gentler side and more of the, you know, emotional side that I don't have in certain situations, in a lot of,
Mm-hmm.
you know, well, a lot of situations, you know, that I don't have the emotional side, or I can't see the emotional side of that situation. Not to say I don't have no emotions, not to say that I don't feel and this and the third, but as a man, you know, a lot of us are straightforward, and you know, we are more logical on certain situations. So it's not a
Mm-hmm.
black and white type situation. We don't see the gray and all the rest of that. It's just a logical thinking, logical situation. So sometimes there's a lot of times in the situation that we don't see, you know, the emotional side of it. You know, the emotional side of
Mm-hmm.
what was done or what's being done or what was said or the actions of what's going on or whatever. We don't see that emotional side of it. So you do a good job at painting the emotional side of a situation, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when it needs to be confronted.
Wow. You never actually told me that. Wow. I think that that was very well said. And sometimes I don't know, we're both very stubborn. And sometimes it takes just coming like this for us to actually sit and like talk about some of the things. Not going to go and broadcast argued about or things like that, because at this point it's like obsolete. It doesn't mean anything at this point, because I feel like we've moved past those things. But I feel like you're getting better. And if you like affected me in a certain type of way, and I came and I talked to you about it, you're getting actually really good at like apologizing. I've had people ask me who apologizes first. You actually apologize faster than I do. A work in progress. Sometimes it's hard, especially
Mm-hmm.
when you're in like the thick or the heat of things. It's hard to sometimes express things without leading with my emotions. I'm learning as I get older that it just doesn't help anyone to be like that. But you obviously, women do need to bring the emotion to help men see that other side, the tender side, the loving side, the nurture side. That is why women are here. Like, we have to exude that type of energy. So as I get older, those are things that I'm working on. I have to work on it every single day. And it's hard, and it's hard sometimes to admit that you've like hurt someone or you've wronged someone, you did something wrong. I think we're making great strides, and I feel like over the last maybe like few months I feel a lot closer to you. Like, it was crazy to say, "Oh, we're married, we're married, we're married." But now I'm like, "Wow, we're really doing this shit." And it's starting to feel more like a team. What do you think you are too hard on yourself for?
There's certain situations, like if I'm not understanding or not, you know, or not grasping the concept of something, so I feel like I'm too hard on myself as I'm trying to learn the answer, trying to fix the situation. I try to this and a third, and I think that just comes from, the alpha in me. Most alphas, they find a problem, they try to fix situations, and sometimes some situations just need to play themselves out. I think I'm
Yeah.
too hard on myself trying to figure out what it is I can do to
Hmm.
play a part in fixing certain situations instead of just stepping back, and just letting the situation play how it plays and do what I can do to, to help. But outside of it, or not, no, not help at all. Sometimes you got to just step back and just let things go how they go.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
think that's the part of me. Like I don't like to control the situation, but if it's something that I feel strongly about, what I'm saying, then I have to learn there's other sides to it than just way I
Yeah.
see it. So that's what I more hard on myself on. I want to know that. And as I've gotten older, that what they call the reason why, like I don't care about reasons why anymore. It's like they
Mm.
are what they are. That's the reason why is that's what it is.
I think you just need to sometimes not be in your head so much. You need to let go and just let things fall.
Again, you gotta let things run its. But as to
Yeah.
letting people be people, that's one thing I've learned and still continue to learn in life is let people be people.
Well, it was lovely interviewing you today, husband. Thank you for answering my burning questions. But it was nice to actually interview you today and kind of sit back and just listen to you instead of yapping so much. So I hope you enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was nice.
I hope you enjoyed your birthday.
Yeah, lovely birthday.
And wow, we're coming up on 4 years. We're going to be doing a podcast on that. So stay tuned. We have reached the end.
All right. We'll see you guys on the next one.
I love you.
Love you too, baby.
Do you remember our handshake?
Yes, I
Bye.